how would the guest distinguish between bullying and racial discrimination in the case of bullying directed at minorities? It doesn't seem that the criteria for the bullying was based on something else than his skin color.
Man, that's a good question. So obviously you identified any type of, aggressiveness, right, as some type of bullying, right? Some of those terms, it's very easy to distinguish the difference, particular verbiage that's being used, like the N word or, you know, um, things that are identifying with the skin color, right? And some things are inadvertent, because a lot of the kids, it's just a snowball effect. You get one of the kids that'll start, saying, "Hey, you N word, this, that, this," and then it kind of it's like a cancer that spreads to the other kids, and the other kids will start saying it too as well. Some kids may not say it, but then they want to fight you because there's that small hierarchy, that the pecking order within children. They want to find out who's the strongest, who's this type of, who's the fastest, whatever the case may be. So once they see they can, one individual can pick on you, then the rest, these other kids will start to come in and they'll take their pecking order and they'll take their actions towards you. So for me, myself, I look back and I remember a lot of the name calling that was centered around my skin. A lot of the names that I wasn't unfamiliar with, because I had to learn to find out what they were later on. I'd have to go home, excuse me, and ask my father what they were, and a lot of it was particular related around my skin. I wished, to get back to your listeners' question, I wished it was a case that it just was simply bullying, and kids were fighting and stuff like that, because I did do a lot of fighting. A lot of kids walked away with a black eye from me when I was a child. I'm not saying that I was just some rollover kid that just let everybody try to knock me out. I got kicked out of school quite a bit for that, and I wish it was just bullying because then I wouldn't have to deal with the racial part of it. But it was coupled with both. It was coupled with the racial and antagonizing along with the physical fighting too as well. So I hope
So
that
when
I hope
so
that
so when you were distinguishing it, your point was that there was this extra racial element on top of
absolutely,
typical bullying. Yeah,
absolutely. If it was just the bullying aspect and just fighting, I mean that would have been everybody's story across the United States. And I'm not saying that it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's coupled with the racial antagonizing too as well.
got it.